Welcome back, children. Jimmy, Erica, sit close. Today we are finishing our journey through the stars and diving into the deep blue sea. Are you ready to see what happened on days 4 and 5?
We're ready, Nanny.
We're ready, Nanny.
On the 4th day, God created 2 giant lights, the sun and the moon, exactly the same size. 2 kings wearing the same crown. But the moon looked at the sun and then at herself, and she began to wonder. She went to the Creator and said, "Master of the universe, can 2 kings wear the same crown?" God looked at her and said, "You are right, so you shall go and make yourself smaller."
Oh no, was she upset?
She was very upset, Erica. She argued with the Creator. She said, "Because I said something true and logical, I have to be the small one?" God wanted to comfort her. He said, "You are right, but to make it up to you, you will rule both during the day and during the night."
But what good is a candle in the middle of the day? If I shine while the sun is out, no one will even see me.
God smiled and said, "You are right, but through you and only you, the people will know when a month begins and when it ends. You will be the master calendar for the world. When people want to know when a new month has arrived or when the holidays are coming, they won't look at the sun. They will look up at you, dear moon."
But the sun is still the one who decides the seasons, summer and winter. What about me?
You're right, Jimmy. That's exactly what the moon said. She felt so small, but God tried to show her that everyone, big and small, has a special place. He said, "I need you exactly as you are. You are precious to me." So God gave her a gift the sun will never have, the blessing of the moon. He promised that once a month, when the moon is at her peak beauty, all of humanity would go outside, look up at her silver light, and say a special blessing just for her. We celebrate her beauty because she changes, grows, and renews herself. The moon finally smiled. She realized that being the small light was a very big job indeed.
Nanny, can we draw it? I want to see how the moon changes her face. Can we put it in our notebook?
What a wonderful idea, Erica. Yes, let's do it. Jimmy, grab your crayons. And you, my dears at home, are you ready? Open your notebook and let's draw this giant clock together. First, draw a tiny silver sliver. It looks like a thin, curved line, just like a fingernail moon. Or you can think of it as a tiny silver eyelash blinking in the night sky. When the moon looks like that delicate little line, it means the new moon has arrived. It tells us a new month has begun.
It's so thin, Nanny, like a little silver thread.
It is, Erica. It's the moon just waking up and giving us a little smile. And what about you, Jimmy? Is your fingernail moon ready?
Yes, mine looks like a little silver boat floating in the dark.
A silver boat. I love that. Now for the next 2 weeks, the moon gets fatter every night. First, it looks like a slice of a melon, then like a half circle.
And then it becomes a giant pizza.
Yes, Jimmy. Around the 15th day of the month, the moon is a perfect glowing white balloon, a full moon. This is the middle of the month.
Look, Nanny, I drew my balloon moon with a giant smiley face because it's so bright.
Oh, Jimmy, that is beautiful. It really looks like it's glowing right off the page. And Erica, let me see yours.
I made mine so bright it looks like a silver coin.
It's perfect, Erica. You children are such wonderful artists. And what about you, my dears at home? Did you finish your drawings? Oh, I can just imagine how beautiful they are. You can hang them on your wall to remind you that God's giant clock is always there, watching over us. Now the sky was full, but the world was still very quiet. No splashes in the water, no singing in the trees. So, on the 5th day, God said, "Let the waters swarm with life, and let birds fly above the earth." Oh, children, imagine the joy. Suddenly, the ocean became a playground. Giant whales leaped out of the waves with a thunderous splash. Tiny glittering fish, silver, gold, and neon blue, played tag in the coral reefs. Dolphins raced through the waves, clicking and whistling with excitement.
And what about the sky?
High above, eagles spread their mighty wings and soared into the clouds. Colorful parrots and tiny hummingbirds flitted between the trees, their feathers glowing like jewels. Butterflies with wings like painted silk began to flutter over the flowers. The air was filled with singing, chirping, and the flapping of wings.
The world is finally awake.
It was, Erica. God looked at every creature, from the tiniest animal to the biggest bird, and he blessed them. He said, "Be fruitful and multiply, fill the waters and the earth." He wanted the world to be a crowded, happy home.
Did God say it is good again?
He did, Jimmy. He saw how every creature had its own way of being happy. And he stopped, looked at all that life, and said, "It is good." Remember, my dears, whether you are big like the sun or small like the moon, you have a special job. And always remember to stop, look at what you've done today, and say, "It is good." But children, lean in close, because even with all these wonderful animals and glowing lights, something was still missing. The world was beautiful, but there was no one to look at the golden sun and the silver moon and say, "Wow!" There was no one to look after this giant, beautiful garden.
Who is it, Nanny? Is it someone big?
It's the most special creation of all, Jimmy. Someone who is more like the Creator than any other animal. Someone who carries a tiny spark of light inside.
Can't you tell us now, Nanny? Just a little hint.
Not yet, my dear. Close your eyes and dream of the splashing dolphins and the stars. Because tomorrow, the world finally becomes a home for us. Good night, my sweet ones.